chill or hurt their feelings. You can find your in all type of events. How to Vegas.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Curry, and it's Booth in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, Carson out there with Wells. And it's Young, and it's Teague in at the 5 spot. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Here's Griffith. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Curry. It's rebounded by T. Pass to Carson. Here's Wells. In the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. 6 on the shot clock. Olic. And the 3 off target. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Teague. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Webb. Oh, good on the 3. Teague at the elbow. A rebound by the Celtics. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And Boston has possession after the basket by Brooklyn and the basket by Webb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Teague finds Wells. Here's Carson, guarded by Curry. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Teague, how he performed last season. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And anytime you take it inside against him, you know it may be coming right back the other way. He was a nasty, nasty shot blocker last season. Pass to Booth. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In fourth, the Celtics.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Now, here's Wells. Pass to Carson. Out to the right wing. Back to Young. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Here's Booth. And here is Webb. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Takes it inside. Pass to Wells. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Griffith. He has yet to score. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Curry. Took him no time at all on that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Young. Nets passing it around. Pass to Carson. Over to the wing. There's the pick. Here's Wells. And a miss there on the triple. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now here's Curry. Here's Griffith. And again, it's Boston converting.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Carson. Here's Teague. It's stolen by Teague. Floats it up for Curry. Deflects the pass. Here's Carson. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. Olic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. To the wing on the left. 20 feet out. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Boston trailing. To Webb. They set the pick. Here's Booth. Shot clock at 6. Now Curry. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Webb can't hit.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Pass to Carson. And here is Wells. Drills it from outside. And it's a 5-point Nets lead.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. pass to Grantham. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his third assist on the night.
Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Here's Carson. Now here's Wells. He's covered closely. A fader. Great positioning on the putback.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Kennedy.
Yeah, easy call.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
I like how they work the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Grantham. Webb the pass to Grantham. To the paint. Here's Becker. Here's Teague. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Brooklyn with the ball. 6-point lead. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And he makes that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Grantham. Webb trains the three-pointer. Webb's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats. 14. Great showing for him last season. 5th in blocks and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percent.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. And he's good on the second. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Manning. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Griffin. Here's the screen from downtown. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. The Nets making a switch here. Black's checked in. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Booth. Here's Kennedy. Now Black. Black at 6. There's the 3. Bledsoe with the rebound. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. There's the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Black. 1:07 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Manning. Guarded by Bledsoe. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Grantham. Here's Becker. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
Brooklyn leading by 6. 41 seconds left in the first. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Griffith. T covering. Griffith can't get it to go. Griffith has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Black the pass to man. Here's Black. The kick out to T. Here's Kennedy. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Hey guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
They've got Black, and it's Booth in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Here's Griffith. Becker. Black defending. Bledsoe outside. It's rebounded by T. Teague's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Manning, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Griffith. There's a screen. To the wing right side. And it's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Young's checked in for Black. Nets leading by 11. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Kennedy. 11 points for him in that last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. 6 to shoot. Here's Manning. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Manning's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Timeout called the Celtics. Boston making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Booth. Here's Griffith. Bledsoe at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Booth. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Griffith. To stop the drought. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game. Nets leading by 13. Here's Booth. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Manning, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. Here's Griffith. The rebound by Booth. Booth's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kennedy. Hasn't made one yet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Here's Booth. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Here's Griffith. Sinks the three-pointer. Griffith has got 5 now.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Kevin, back to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Teague following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Booth. Pass to Griffith. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe, and it's Boston with another.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Teague. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Carson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Webb's checked in for Boston. On defense, Brooklyn. Pass to Griffith. It's up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Teague's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Carson, just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Kennedy can't hit. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Booth. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Griffith. Boston, no good that time either.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Sinks the triple. Carson's got 5 points so far.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's the screen. Here's Booth. Launches it. Knocks down the 3 ball. Booth's got his second bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Kennedy. Right wing. Here's Carson. Count that bucket. Carson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Booth. Pass to Webb. The tray. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Here's Carson. Now Teague. Teague covering. Teague kicks to Carson. Olic. Walk up two there. And the Nets lead by 17.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now, here is Webb. A 38-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
And the Nets decide to take their first timeout here. So both teams making some changes here. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Here's Carson. He's got 7, driving inside. Here's Black, guarded by Webb. Fires it up. Black, no good. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Teague. Now Webb. He's got 11. Back to Teague. Stripped it away. To the inside. Here's Carson. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Bledsoe. Teague, the pass to Webb. Unloads. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Pass to Black. A three. The rebound by the Celtics. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Here's Booth. 5 points in the game. He's looking for Teague and finds him. Pass to Webb. Here's York. There's the triple. Teague is checked in for the Nets. Wells comes in for Black.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets leading by 15. Young outside. Nets passing it around. Here's Teague. The rebound by the Celtics. Teague's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's Boston converting.
Boy, you give him that good a look, he is going to typically make you pay.
Pass to Wells. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Olic. Second shot opportunity. And the layup good by Teague. Teague's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Webb. Here's Griffith. Takes the 3. It doesn't go in. He's 3 for 9 now and frustrated. Here's Young from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 6.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's Booth. He's got 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. can't nail the jumper. And so it's Brooklyn holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the penalty.
Hey, folks, happy you joined us.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates transition offense. I'm telling you, that's where you get the easy looks.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Check it out, boy.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Hart.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brooklyn leading by 18. On the floor for Boston, we've got Webb, and it's Teague in at the center position. Lets it go from 11. Teague can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Curry. And here is Webb. From outside, off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Carson. Now here's Teague. Teague covering. Teague kicks to Carson. Olic. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 18 feet out, and the bank shot is good. Webb's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Celtics. Right side Teague. Out to the right wing. Young passes to Teague. Shoots over Curry. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to Webb. Wide open. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. It's good. 18 points.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Pass to Carson. Young in the corner. Olic. The 15-footer. Good. 6 points for him.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Here's Griffith. He's got 7. Misses the 3. And here is Wells. Olic. Pass to Carson. Wells in the corner. Young sets a screen for Wells. Nice shot from the wing. Wells has got 9.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Teague. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Webb. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Griffith. Covered by Wells. And Curry has it in the corner. From past the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Curry's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Carson. He's got 9. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 11 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Griffith. 7 points in the game. Webb can't hit. Wells with it. Pass to Young. They set the pick. Here's Carson. Here's Wells. It's rebounded by T.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Here's Booth. No good from outside. Nets leading by 15. Pass to Carson. Now here's Teague. He's got 10. Shoots from 12. And that one drops. And the Nets lead by 17. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Here's Booth. 5 points in the game. Webb can't hit.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Teague left side. Over Teague. Teague can't hit. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Booth. Pass to Curry. Now Webb. Trying to end the drought. That one doesn't drop. Nets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Back to Wells. There's a good screen. Here's Carson. Olet. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. 10 points for him.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Curry, a screen on Young. Floats it up for Curry. Wells passes to Teague. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Making a switch here. Anthem's checked in. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Celtics trail by 21. Pass to Webb. Curry looking it over. Now Webb. To halt the run. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Pass to Grantham. Back to Webb. Banked in off the glass. Webb's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Here's Kennedy. They set the screen. Pass to Carson. He's looking for Teague and finds him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kennedy. Rebounded by the Celtics. Teague's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Grantham. Inside. Griffith passes to Grantham. Now Curry. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Nets leading by 18. Here's Kennedy. Down low. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Carson. Fires from deep. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Kennedy passes to Teague. He gets that one. Teague's got 14.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Grantham. Here's Webb. Austin getting another chance here. Teague against Teague. Here's Griffith. He has 7. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Teague.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Wells. Here's Carson. Here's Kennedy. Here's Teague. Goes back up. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Here's Grantham. And he can't bank that one in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Young. Also, Washington out there. And it's Kennedy in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Grantham gets it to go.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Young outside. A 3-ball. Hits the 3-point pop.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
He's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Celtics. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Boston shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Grantham passes to Teague. For the three. Booth can hit. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Here's Kennedy, guarded by Bledsoe.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Now here's Bledsoe. To the middle. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Bledsoe. 6 points for Teague.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Young inside. Guarded by Bledsoe. Young, good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Lynette shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Here's Booth, and that one hits back iron.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Pass to Teague. Here's Booth. They set the pick. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Over Young. A rebound by Washington. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Kennedy. Drops it in from 11 feet. Kennedy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Pass to Bledsoe. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Kept alive.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give them that much space.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Booth. Here's Grantham. And Teague has it in the corner. Here's Booth. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. That one misses for Young. Zador's, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. S-T-E-M.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Back to Webb. Mason with a screen on Young. Webb off target with his 3.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Wells kicks to Young. Here's Carson, guarded by Mason. 4 on the shot clock. Olic. Carson, no good. Boston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Boston again missing.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Now Young. Inside, here's Teague. Packed in, coming off the assist from Young. 20 points for Teague.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Here's Booth. Pass to Mason. Now, here is Webb. Drills the three-pointer. Webb's got 15 points in just the second half.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
They set the screen. Here's Carson. Right side T. Pass to Carson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Teague is checked in for Mason. Black with it. Three-pointer. Carson gets the bucket.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
Pass to Griffin. Here's Booth. They set the pick. Shoots over Black. Rebounded by the Nets. Booth's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Carson passes to Kennedy. Here's Black. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Thursday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, it's the 8th time they'll take the floor in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there.
Washington's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Webb. Lets it go with a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Kennedy passes to Black. Here's Manning. Now Black. Here's Kennedy. Nice shot by Booth. Booth's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Webb. Outside Curry. Here's Booth. Black defending. The Celtics need to get a shot off to end the run. Webb can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Black from the arc. The offensive rebound. Pass to Manning. Here's Kennedy. Here's Booth. Fires the 3. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Webb. Kept alive by Boston. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Manning. The net shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Black the pass to Kennedy. Back to Black. The 3. It's rebounded by T. Teague's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. Pass to Webb. Outside Teague. Here's Booth. Looking to get back on track here. And that's 2 points on the layup. Booth's got 4 points this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Teague.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Here's Booth following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Manning. Pass to Washington. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Teague. And here is Webb. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Webb's got 31.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.